Well, hello there, Cozy Club. How are you guys doing today? Happy Tuesday, my friends. As you guys know, tomorrow is Wednesday, and Wednesday is the official day that the Disney Sorcerer's Arena Discord posts the patch notes. And this is going to be a big one. The reason why this Wednesday is so important is that typically to end the fiscal year or to end December in the main year of 2021, you're going to see a pretty large update as the entire dev team typically takes off for the holidays. And last year, if you guys remember, we got ourselves Mickey Mouse, and then that was followed by Cozy Christmas. Now, I'm hoping we get Cozy Christmas again. If you guys weren't here for that, it was a massive giveaway on my Twitch stream, and it was nuts. We teamed up with the developers and gave away a lot of free stuff. Hoping they'll do the same this year. If you guys haven't, go ahead and follow my Twitch down below, and you guys will know and be notified if it is happening. I'll also make a YouTube video. However, on today's video, I want to talk about what could this update be? Is it going to be a new legendary character like Mickey Mouse last year? Or is it going to be the new game mode? We're going to talk about all of that and more on today's video. So sit back and relax and let's get to it. Alrighty, my friends. So we've got a lot to talk about in today's speculation and discussion video. We're going to be finding out here tomorrow, most likely, what this update is going to be. Now, it could be nothing. It could be nothing, but typically, like I said, at the end of the year, they want to kind of end on a bang, both for the game and financially for their company. And so I think we're getting one of two things, my friends. And I want to see from you guys down in the comments what you think we're going to be getting. However, if I was a betting man, I would put my top dollar on it being a new legendary that most likely makes the most sense. Now, again, we talked about it. It's going to be most likely one of two things. We have a new game mode in Club Expeditions. We know that they're kind of teasing this, and we know it's the next thing that's going to be arriving, or the new legendary. And let's go ahead and kind of talk down the Club Expeditions. I think it's going to be a little bit longer before we see this game mode. Typically, we get a little bit like a Q&A, or they kind of tease some notes about the game mode, and we haven't heard anything about it whatsoever. And so I find it unlikely that they just drop Club Expeditions right before the new year, which I'm hoping they do, but I don't think they will. But on the other side, we have a new legendary character, which makes a little bit more sense. And so let's talk about who that legendary can be. Now, last year, we had the following canons. We had Elsa come out, then Baymax in around the August, territory. And then it was Beast in November, followed by Mickey Theodore Mouse. And so, as you guys know, they want a big, iconic character, which kind of rules out a couple of the legendaries that I think they would release. Now, Cozy Club, if you guys saw my video on the top characters I want to see come into Disney Sorcerer's Arena, we had a lot of different and multiple options that could be legendary worthy or legendary status worthy. And I want to talk about how I think they're going to end the year with a bigger named character. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into the game and kind of look at the factions and see if that gives us any details or clues on who the character might be. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the factions, guys, let's go ahead and jump first to the Wilds faction. Now, the Wilds, they have some more characters released, but as you guys know, are lacking identity. And so the first legendary that I think we could get is Winnie the Pooh, and that would kind of, amp up the faction altogether. And Winnie the Pooh is definitely, kind of a holiday feel character, a happy, feel good, character that they could bring. And they definitely could bring the legendary status to Pooh Bear himself. And so I think that's definitely one angle they could go with. But there's multiple options, and I'm not putting all of my chips on the golden Pooh Bear. Now, some of the other options that I think could be released. Now, as you guys know, and we've talked about this on my Twitch, sometimes I talk about things on my live stream rather than in a video, is that we do have a kind of a data leak of the Atlantis emote of one of the characters in Atlantis. It's been data mined and it's within the game. I don't think it's going to be Atlantis that we get within this update. I don't think that screams major character. I'm all for Atlantis being a legendary. I I just don't think it's going to be in this kind of a content update at the end of the year. But if we look at the Oceanics, definitely we could use more, especially compared to other factions. But I think if I was going to put, I'm telling you, if I was going to guess, I think the Pirates of the Caribbean makes a lot of sense here. Elizabeth Swann, you got Will Turner, we could do Barbossa, and then maybe like a different form of Captain Jack Sparrow, or they buff Captain Jack Sparrow, would make a lot of sense, and it brings a lot of hype, right? So recapping, you've got Winnie the Pooh, that's like a little bit more holiday cheer, and then you've got on the other side like more of a hype release, which would be Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, if they wanted to stick with a faction that we already have way too much of, especially just recently with Wreck-It Ralph, Downtown Heroes could definitely get the Inside Out crew for a legendary faction, and it'd be a pretty hyped release, I would think so. So we've got like a multiple different options, and those are kind of the main ones that I would think could be released. But what is another character that's not a legendary and not a new game mode, but could be held with the same status of like an iconic Disney character? Honestly, guys, I'm thinking it could be Snow White. Now, we know that we've had Maleficent, and it's kind of the end of the villains. You know, it could be ending on a big note of the villains for 2021. Cozy Club, this has been the year of the villains. If you go and take a look, we got Maleficent this year, Randall with a refresh, Demona with a refresh, Hades with a refresh, Amari came out this year, Cruella came out this year, Horn King with a refresh. I'm not done. Pain and Panic came out, Davy Jones with a refresh, Dr. Facilier with a refresh. We're still going. Frollo, Shere Khan at January got a refresh. We have Yokai. Actually, he came out last year. He doesn't count. But you see what I mean. I can keep going. Villains, villains, villains has been the theme of 2021. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Evil Queen was released in a new type of event. And you could release with her Snow White, the Seven Dwarves, and maybe even Prince Charming, along with, hopefully, the Poison Apple spell that was once located in here way back in the beta of the game. And so that's probably going to be my best guess. I think we're going to end the year with a bang with some great characters, and that would be where I put my money. I mean, I'm looking right now at the sheet that I kind of release of characters I want to see, and these are the ones that make the most sense. Out of all of them, these are the ones that I expect to see. And so strap yourselves up, my friends. I'll be at Disneyland on Wednesday, but on Thursday, I'll definitely be providing some content for you guys, and we'll definitely be covering everything you need to know about the new character. If it is a new legendary event, I'm working on a farming guide. I'll delay that a little bit to, kind of look at the new character and what they bring. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think we're going to get come the end of the year? I don't know. I think we're going to get Club Expeditions around the February mark of next year. And then we talked about it with the characters we want to see video. Sora in the Kingdom Hearts Anniversary is going to be coming up pretty soon after that. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited about all of it. No matter what, I think Atlantis would get me excited. But Winnie the Pooh, Pirates of the Caribbean, Inside Out, Club Expedition, any of those is going to make for my holiday while we're all at home with the family, playing more mobile games than typical. Want to hear you guys' thoughts. Definitely excited no matter what. And thank you guys for coming in. Love speculation videos. Let me know if you want to see more of them. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, stay cozy, my friends.